Hi everybody, how you doing? It's your favorite snack here. Today I wanted to do a little commentary, quote unquote, playthrough of one of those games that I really sort of kind of enjoyed during that time. It was called, as you can see, Gunman Clive. I've discovered this game back when it was on the 3DS, and honestly I think the 3DS version is really fun to play still to this day if you can play it, especially with the 3D effect. But anyway, the whole point of this game is basically a run and gun, as you can see, kind of like a Mega Man, but it also has like elements of Contra where you can find guns like that, and you can have different types of guns, like this spread shot that I'm doing that right now. Oh boy. This video is going a mile a minute, and I'm trying to come up with trying to think about what is it that I needed to say. Anyway, the story here is actually incredibly simple. I kind of like skipped over it. It's only like a couple seconds long, and the first chapter's already done. First level's already done. So basically, the whole point of this is that Miss Johnson is like being kidnapped. So now you, as Gunman Clive, need to go rescue her. And this Western setting is so interesting. Yes, the game has very little in the way of colors, but what it lacks in colors, it definitely more than makes up for in like style and like fun gameplay. And you notice that this video is only about what? I don't know how long this final video is going to be, like maybe 25 minutes, I don't know how long. The point is that this clip is going to be extremely short because this is the whole game. This is the whole game, that's right. In this game is extremely short. Granted, the original version of this game was about $2, so for $2 it was really worth it. And honestly, even now the collection is about $5. Extremely worth it. Boy, what was I supposed to say? What this game lacks in length, because we're already at this is level 3, I think. What this game lacks in length, it more than makes up in replay value, because speaking specifically of the HD version, you have 4 playable characters. Initially it was 3, they added a 4th playable character, which was originally shown in what was it called? In the sequel, Gunman Clive 2, they retrofitted that character to be in this game. So now you have 4 playable characters, 3 difficulty settings, and something that you might see here and there that I get, which is a no damage run and a speed run. Those don't give you anything except maybe I think on the... Is this on Steam? I want to check if this is on Steam, but if it's on Steam, it probably has achievements. I've only played it on 3DS and on Switch. This is why I'm just like blazing through this. I'm pretty sure that if you like sorry, oh my gosh, I'm blanking out, my god. I'm pretty sure that if you are just like playing this game for the first time, you're gonna die a couple times. This is not a perfect run. Oh, another thing is that this game does have difficulty settings, but the difficulty settings only really change how much health you have. And like on easy you can take 8 hits, on normal you can take 4 hits. Oh, there we go, that's a death. So I get to reset the whole stage, yay. And even then, even with that death, this is like what, 20 minutes. Oh, also you see pieces of like cake falling from enemies here and there. That cake is health. 1 piece of cake equals 1 health restored, and the full cake restores your entire health, which honestly doesn't make much sense in the hard difficulty setting, because in the hard difficulty setting you only get 2 hit points. Okay, you get hit twice, you die. I absolutely adore this game, and I know it's extremely short. This game was made by, oh my gosh, well, this guy, Mr. Horberg, I'm going to butcher his name. I do believe that he is well, he's European, that's for sure. Also, we made it to the first boss, and you can see Johnson's gun. So yeah, Miss Johnson has a lot of like what you need to do in this boss is avoid those Gatling guns, and when he does this thing, just like crouch, and he will never hit you. And obviously, I had to learn this stuff because, you know, playing this game in hard mode really does get you. Oh, that star you saw at the end. I have so much I want to say. That star at the end represents like the speedrun, quote-unquote achievement you get in that level, in that particular level. So basically I beat that boss really, really fast. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Miss Justin seems to be like an owner of like a lot of stuff, including like drinks and like a bar and stuff. So it makes sense that she was kidnapped, not just, oh, we're gonna kidnap the girl, but she seems to be like a business owner. She seems to have money, therefore, of course, it's a good thing to get her. One thing it's kind of like annoying in stages like this is the exploding barrels, because too many exploding barrels equals you're gonna get hurt. Okay, like for example here, she also owns the coal mine. Oh my gosh. What was I gonna say? Playing this game in easy mode is enough of a challenge. Trying to beat this game in hard mode would be pretty much like extremely. I've done it. I've beat the game in hard mode, and you have to be pretty much perfect, because a lot of these stages do not allow for like margin of error. Like that. How could you see that? How could you see that? Like on the first time that you're playing this game, how do you know that enemy was coming there? Also, that was an obvious Donkey Kong Country reference, as well as this disappearing blocks are an obvious Mega Man reference. I told you, he has a lot of like Mega Man influence, a lot of like platforming influences, but it's mainly, I think, Mega Man combined with oh my gosh, Contra. I said it in the past. Another thing that it has in common with Contra is the fact that just as you can get like weapons from enemies or from somewhere in the world, you can also lose it if you get hit by enemies. One thing I do like and appreciate from this game, which I will talk about because I'm also doing a commentary on the sequel, is that when you get a weapon like this and you don't get hit at the end of the stage, you keep that weapon through the next stage, which is extremely important for a weapon that we haven't seen yet. The types of weapons that this game has are actually pretty nice. You have your pea shooter, which is fast but kind of weak. You have the spread shot, which is the one that I have right now. It just goes in 3 shots spreaded. It's not as fast, but you can hit things that you normally couldn't hit. The other shot that we have seen are the seeking bullets. Those I don't like all that much. The seeking bullets are not that fun. And soon we will see the next type of weapon. It is the heavy bullet. Hopefully we'll see it soon so I can show it. Heavy bullet is really like I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I just did that. That was such an easy. Here comes the heavy bullet. So the heavy bullet, oh no, that's the seeking build. The heavy bullet, you will see it's like a big gun. It's just a really strong, slow bullet, but if it hits, it hits. It's really good for bosses. It allows you to decimate bosses. These little things, these little yellow things that shoot spread shots are so annoying, and so is this thing, very annoying thing. Speaking of enemies, I think the enemies are mostly placed well, except for a few exceptions. Like, if you understand what you're doing with each thing, with the level, the enemies pose no threat. Except for these little things. These things are absolutely annoying. And then there's these strange dogs that you see here and there. I think I could... Okay, here's the big shot. That's the big shot. See the big giant bullet? 1 shot, 1 kill. Granted, these things don't... There we go. I do love that shot. I do like the big shot. Okay, so here comes to the second boss. This boss is actually kind of annoying if you don't know what you're... I can't believe I did that again. If you don't know what you're doing, this could become one of the most annoying bosses, but also it's actually one of the most creative, because it's like, oh, suddenly this becomes an enemy. And I like how it's just like, I'm just like, you know, vibing here. So this enemy, if you understand what you're doing, if you can see the tails, and you can definitely, like when he goes back and shoots for and tries to hit you with his gun, with his guns, with his hands. If he looks up or down, that's where he's hitting. And yeah, this boss is actually kind of easy. You just have to like keep a lookout on its patterns. And all of a sudden, we are in territory of like, we're gonna see a lot of pits, a lot of bottomless pits. And boy, don't we love bottomless pits. It's almost like this game was developed by Dibs or something. It's not, by the way, it's not. One thing I do wanted to present is like the history of Gunman Clive, because some of you may not be aware. There was a game that predated this, made by the same developer. It was called Project GC, I think, Project GC, and it's basically kind of like a demo or like a proof of concept of Gunman Clive, but it was not made for 3DS or PC or anything. It was made for Wii. It was a Wii homebrew game. I think it had like a single like level, and that level was like a single big screen. And the biggest thing that Project GC had is that it was in full color. As you can see, there's maybe like 5 colors in this game, not including the shades of brown that you see. Like we see blue, brown, yellow, and soon to be green. Oh, by the way, here comes the next gun. The laser gun. The laser gun is the best gun in the game. Don't at me. I've tried it. It's the most powerful gun, and you shoot really fast. So it stands to reason, and it shoots through walls. It stands to reason that this is the rarest gun in the game. It almost never drops, and enemies almost never drop the laser gun, and it never appears before that level. It will never appear before that level. So yes, it is extremely sad whenever I die and I lose the gun, or whenever I even get hit and I lose the gun. So I try to keep that gun, whenever I get it, I try to keep that gun for the rest of my run as much as possible. I don't think I ever have it for the entirety of the run, because I always get hit. Of course I always get hit. That's how it always works out. Of course, it's also that level of stupidity that I just had, where the thing is, one thing I wish this had, it would be kind of like, it would be a little more like Castlevania, where with Castlevania, when you grab a sub-weapon, a second sub-weapon, you can sort of kind of just say, I don't want this sub-weapon, I want to grab the other sub-weapon. I can't believe I did that. How many deaths had that been? 3 deaths? So basically with Castlevania, you grab a sub-weapon, and then you grab a second sub-weapon. You say, I don't want the second sub-weapon, I'll just get the first sub-weapon. So you can go back and grab this first sub-weapon before it disappears. I wish that's how it worked here. When you grab the new weapon, you drop the old weapon. Sorry. I'm telling you. And this is still how long? This video is still how long? This is not. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna keep that, am I? I love that laser gun. I'm not gonna keep it. And I think almost everything is like a single shot to that. Yeah, this is where I lose it, I think. I do appreciate that the game does have certain like challenges here and there. The wind sucks. The wind sucks. Every time I have to deal with the... Am I just gonna wait for that to go away? I don't think that goes away. I think I might have to like go backwards and then forward for that to despawn. Not that I kept it for long anyway. Sheesh. I think those are the 5 guns in the game. And I'm gonna say this, spoiler alert for the second game, the laser gun does not come back. They realized the laser gun was just too OP, and they never came back. I don't know. I played this game for this recording. This is years after I played it in my prime. And I say my prime was like when I played it all the way so I could get everything, all the quote-unquote achievements, all the things. I don't know how to play this boss without getting killed. Like, look at that. Okay, that was me being stupid. That part was me being stupid. But it's like, how do I beat this boss without getting hurt? Also, I'm playing on normal. I wonder, this is the part where I wonder I should have played this on easy. But, you know what? I think I can handle this. I can handle this. I played Elden Ring. I haven't beaten Elden Ring, but I played Elden Ring. So, this is fine. And this is the part of the game where I kind of wish I didn't have the spread gun anymore, because the spread gun, it does do a lot of damage if you can get concentrated attacks. Oh, this is fun because suddenly Miss Johnson is being abducted by aliens. What do you mean aliens? Suddenly aliens? I mean, we've seen a lot of like technological stuff, but now we go to space. This is where things start getting really wacky. As if they weren't wacky before, like some things were getting kind of wacky. Some of the enemies didn't quite fit the cowboy motif. And suddenly, hey, why don't we go to space? And I think we're like, this is not the last world. This is not the last world in the game. But I will say, oh, laser. Cool. I will say that, well, this is not the last world in the game. This is really where things start getting really, really wild and wacky. It's like, Gunman. I don't know how I didn't avoid that. Well, Gunman Clive is not like, it's not anywhere near serious. The fact that they decided, it's kind of like Contra, because when you first play Contra, you think, oh, is this gonna be like army people just fighting in a war or something, and then suddenly aliens. That's kind of how I feel with this game. It's like suddenly aliens. Okay. Fine by me. What else was I gonna say about this? The controls here are kind of wacky because there's no, you can't really move any faster, and I kind of wish there was like a dash button. One of the weird things about this game, this is kind of a weird trivia, and you will see this if you saw this game in like the Nintendo eShop. This game was released initially on mobile and 3DS. Oh, wait a minute. This level is great because look at how look at how the lunar jumps are. I'm on the moon and I have moon jump power, and I think this is the only stage that has this. This is an interesting gimmick that only appears in this one stage, and it is funny that they just said, "Yep, we're just gonna put it here." So this game came out originally on mobile and 3DS. And the 3DS version outsold the mobile version by a huge amount. Even for the 3DS, let's be honest, the 3DS was never going to outsell like mobiles in general. But because interest of this game is more, you know, retro gaming stuff, it feels like more like retro games and stuff. So of course more people were going to be receptive on the 3DS to play this. Which is why when the sequel came out, it was at the time exclusive to 3DS. Look at this alien-ass looking thing. Like you'd be forgiven for believing that there will be no more cowboy enemies, but there are a few more cowboy enemies. Now, this is a bit of a spoiler for this game, but the big bad. No, actually, is it shown in here? I should have taken a bigger jump there. That's okay. We're near the end of the game. I think this is the last proper stage in the game. No, there's two. There's another stage after this. Now remember. But the big bad in the stage is like, who do you think the big bad is in the stage? You've seen cowboys. You've seen aliens. It stands to reason you think it's either of those two that's the big enemy in this game. I do like this little trick that they did just here. You fall into the abyss, and that catches you and propels you up. And then, this is why I love this game, because even though the game is short, it's not lacking in ideas. It's telling you, oh, we're just gonna use this and give you another idea, which, you know, look at that. You can easily be propelled like that, and if you do this properly, you can shave so much time off this game. Ugh. Okay, that was not my finest hour, but at least I'm alive. I think I need to jump here. Oh, I can't believe I just barely did that. Gosh. One of these days, I'm just gonna train myself back so I'm able to like play this game and get the best record in this game. I'm pretty sure that you can get... I wonder if there are actual speedruns of this game. Like full game speedruns of this game is probably not gonna be anything more than like 15 minutes tops. But it does require a good level of RNG, I do believe. Like, I haven't seen anybody speedrunning this game, but I'm just saying, you know, it could be done, but it will require a good level of RNG. You will, like any old game, but more so because of the weapon drops. And obvious. Oh, that's another gun. I didn't realize we had that gun. Yeah, that's what that gun does, and I find it worthless. I find that gun worthless. I think it's good for that one enemy, and that's it. So of course I changed to the laser gun, because screw that. I'm not keeping the laser gun for long, unfortunately. I don't think I keep it for the final boss. The final boss is right up above this entrance. I do kind of want to see people speedrun this game. It would be really fun to like speedrun this game. Even if it's just this game, I'm not entirely sure how speedrunnable the second game is. Even if its design motive isn't around the same level. Okay, so the final boss, the next to final boss is actually your shadow. Oh my gosh, it actually takes a bit from Zelda 2. This is what I like about this. This boss, if you know what to do. Oh, dang it, that's okay. He died anyway. If you know what you're doing in that final boss, you can stun lock him. Don't do anything. Walk into the final boss. So what you need to do is basically wait until those things cool off, get on it, shoot it. Shoot at the head. This is basically an Andros fight. There you go. Oh, the boss is almost done. Yeah, the final boss is actually surprisingly easy if you know what you're doing. And there we go, that's the final boss, and it is done. This game is done. That is time. There's nothing else to do. Alright, that is it for Gunman Clive. I have a lot more to say about this, but it's gonna have to wait until I go for the sequel. Once you beat the game, you do get Duck Mode, which unlocks the 4th playable character. And I don't think I'm gonna be playing anything else from this game, because I do entice everybody else to play this game. It's only $5 the entire collection. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it like that. I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic day. I'll see you later for Gunman Clive 2, and bye!